Foxy gamers, welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles. I have both good and bad news for you today. The bad news is the beta release has been pushed back to the end of July instead of the end of June like originally anticipated. But the good news is there is, that's more bad news, Vikings. There is yet another update, so we are now in beta 3. And more content and changes have been added. For instance, the blacksmith can now also make armaments. A barracks has been added, which will take a person, armaments, and golds, and will train a soldier. Oh my goodness. Let's pay attention to this battle real quick before I get carried away on talking about updates. Although I guess there's not really much I can do at this point besides sit here and watch them die. Oh no. This is quite bad. Okay, so for instance, oh my god. One of the changes is that it now takes multiple villagers to put out big fires, or more villagers. Oh my god, why do we not have... No one is manning a tower, need more workers. Oh no! Oh god! Oh, this is terrible. Okay. So, we're a little... Oh. This is epically bad, you guys. Okay, well, it looks like this side of our town is fucked. Yeah. People are gonna start leaving pretty soon. I perhaps expanded a little too early and was not ready for such an invasion. But anyway, back to the changes while our town keeps getting destroyed. We can now actually build an army that we can control with a general, and we can directly fight the Vikings and ogres. But, oh, yeah, okay, there's like, oh, that's like a general Viking. I guess they get generals as well. Oh, tragically, one of our peasants has died under mysterious circumstances. It doesn't seem very mysterious to me. Clearly, they're dying because of these Vikings. Oh my god. Guys, is this the end of our village? Quite possibly, we have found ourselves in a pickle because I've been playing this game according to the way it was, you know, before this update, and it was much easier to fend off these Vikings. Yeah, this is really bad, guys. We might be having to start a new game. Usually they'll come and attack for a bit and then just leave, but I guess that doesn't seem to be the case this time. One of the changes says that Viking raids can now save and load, but I'm not entirely sure what that means, because, like, I don't know, does that mean that they can save and load, as in they'll, I don't know. I really have no clue what that means. I need to actually do some research and find that out. It's not very clear what they say in that line, but if you know what that means, please do tell. Well, okay. Let's see if we can come back from this, guys. We have a lot of peasants dying from starvation. Clearly we need to get rid of all this rubble. It'd be cool if I could actually select an area and demolish in bulk, but that doesn't seem to be a feature that is in the game just yet. I guess that's some feedback I should give that I didn't know was feedback until a huge portion of my kingdom was destroyed. Well then. The happiness interface of homes have changed. Instead of having a wall of text, as Pete the developer put it, there are now icons to display the happiness, which I quite like, really. It still says all the same information, but you can hover your cursor over it instead. I'm a big fan of icons and pictures and all the like, so I do like this change. Well, we're trending towards being happy again. We'll see how many people exactly die off and if our kingdom can make a comeback here. Oh no, now there's a dragon! Oh, terrible timing. Okay, guys. Our kingdom seems to be surviving for now. But perhaps I expanded a bit too fast over here. I don't know why this archer tower is not staffed. Is it 'cause? Soldier skill, 13%. Need more soldiers for full damage output. Okay, well, let's see if I'm supposed to actually hire archers now. I can't remember where all my special buildings are. Okay, it might be that we need to make a barracks now. We do have the funds for it. Shoot. We don't really have the place, though. At least not on our main kingdom. So, let's try it too far away from our roads. How about there? I don't know if that's our solution to not having enough people in the towers or not, but we'll find out. Maybe we should look for our Chamber of War. Will that give us any insight? Ah, here we go. Train new heroes. So those must be our generals. Yes. Alright. We'll go ahead and train one of those guys. We're not taxing our folks right now. Actually, let's take care of that. Since our happiness is up to 92 again, we'll go ahead and put it at 2 gold until something happens. Oh, it now has a... Is that a maximum storage? Is that new? I can't remember if... Oh, yeah. It now stores 1,000 gold for each treasure room. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, I don't think we're gonna need to hold on to more than 1,000 gold anyway. And they're still dying to starvation. Wonderful. We have plenty of food, but I suppose it's spread out really bad and they're having trouble getting to it. Alright guys, I think I decided that we're just gonna start a fresh game because, you know, with this many changes, my layout just isn't working. I probably shouldn't have gone with this map to begin with because it's so spread out and really hard to protect. Having to build piers to put the castle wall around the outside of here is pretty ridiculous. So we're gonna start on a new map and see if we can make a better castle wall. Alright, I think this is the map we're gonna go with because it looks like potentially more land and a lot easier to keep protected. So we'll see how this one goes. Yeah, we'll do a lion. Okay, I guess there's gonna be more banners to come. Ocean Breeze. That's a silly kingdom name. Not that I can really come up with that much better, but how about Land of Lies? Because why not? There is no such thing as Land of Truth, so, you know. Okay, now I'm gonna have to remember how to go about getting this started. Let's see, we want to place our keep, correct? Yes. Alright, let's make sure I have the spot that I want to have as our central protective area. I think this seems like it will be the best location. Kind of in the middle of stone, iron, and some area to build up a forest and some nice farmland down here. I think I'm gonna try to build our walls, like, just around the center here, and we might have to sacrifice our farms. But it seems like building a wall around our entire kingdom is just gonna take way too many materials before we have to defend against big raids, so we'll give this a try. Okay, welcome back. I went ahead and built up our village a little bit, just so you didn't have to sit through the initial starting here, but I almost forgot to feed all of our folks, and we were about to die of starvation again, but fortunately, I picked up on that before we lost anybody. I found a nice little patch over here where there was just one unfertile spot right in the middle, which was a perfect place to put a windmill. So hopefully this farm output will be pretty good for a while. Okay, so we're gonna mine some more stone and iron over here. And I think that's gonna be like the beginning of our attempt at building up a bit of a wall around our kingdom. So, let's see, make sure, well, we might not really have enough people. Oh, right, we don't want a quarry for the iron, we want a mine, which requires more stone that we don't have. Okay, I turned off this quarry over here because we're building so fast that I didn't have enough people to build things out. But now we should be okay because we have almost 30 people in our village. Goodness gracious, they're so happy that our town is incredibly popular and I can't keep up with the amount of people that want to join. Oh, whoops, this house is not facing the road. Are they unhappy because of it? Oh, it says they do have road access. Okay, well they can just be facing this way to have a different view. But let's see. We'll throw down... Oh, yeah, that's not what I tried to do. Sorry. We'll put down a couple more hovels here. Kind of a shame because that's some fertile land, but I guess we have quite a bit of fertile land in this area should we need to make use of that a bit more. Alright, so first on our plate, after getting enough people to use these quarries, is we're going to want... Now, I think the order is maybe a little different. Before I wanted to build archer towers. Well, shoot, I don't remember now what exactly we want to do. I think we're gonna want a barracks before we get things like the ballista and the Great Hall. So we'll make the treasure room as soon as we get enough stone. Oh, which, by the way, we should probably throw a stockpile down over here so these guys don't have to go as far. No one is available to work on our new construction. Okay. Well, you guys can pause for just a moment. Build up that stockpile, and then you won't have to work as hard. Don't you love me? Okay, we'll reopen that. We've filled up our little hovels, and now we have enough people to take care of all this stuff. Alright, so... Gonna be a little bit before we can make our treasure room. I can't remember how many years in it was in our last game before we got attacked by Vikings for the first time. But we definitely don't want to be caught without an archer tower because it seemed like the Vikings now will not leave unless we actually kill them all, because before they used to just run off with some of our villagers, which wasn't exactly ideal, but at least they'd collect the amount of people they were happy with, and then they would leave the rest of us be to mourn their losses and be happy that it wasn't us. But we're gonna want an archer tower pretty soon here, so we can now have our treasury room. I thought that these needed to be connected to our castle, but it turns out they don't actually. I think it would be cooler if we did, though. So we'll connect as many of these as we possibly can. Oh, I just love how our castle gets bigger when we put an upgrade on there. That's really cool. Our city is full. Yes, indeed it is. Before I build more houses, let's see if I want to put any sort of fun thing down. Consumes food, improves villager happiness. Yeah. Let's see, they're gonna start getting unhappy if they don't have a church. But we don't have the gold for that yet. So I'm gonna do the brewery first because the town square requires gold to have a festival. But this guy will encompass all of the houses we have built so far. Okay, and we don't have enough people to work on that. That's fine. We'll just close and open the quarry again. I may decide that this size of a square is going to be too big. Actually, no, it won't be, because we can put stuff in the middle of this. Ah, that's really perfect, actually. How about, let's see, what was it? Not the town square, but we want the, oh, we could do baker or the market. That's what I wanted. Alright, we need gold before we can build a market. Did I have a baker before? I think I did. Surely I did. I don't actually know, though. But because that doesn't exactly increase happiness, at least I don't think so. Let's see. We'll put it over here by this granary so our baker doesn't have to go as far. There we go. Oh my goodness, not enough people to build! Oh, even with a closed quarry. Actually, we've got a lot of stone, so we could pause this guy too, or else we could pause our forester, because we're pretty alright on our resource levels at the moment. Gosh, even our food is fine. Ah, I forgot we could close farms too. That might not be a bad idea, actually. I think I will do that for now. Just because we can't store more food than that. So no reason wasting our people and not being able to make use of their work. Okay. Okie dokie, time to tax people. Mwahaha. You guys are plenty happy. You'll be fine with getting taxed. Okay, we're just gonna continue to build these little hovels. Ooh, or do we want a cottage? Yeah, let's go ahead and build a cottage right here. Since they can have a more dense population inside of them. Not a huge amount, because let's see, what is it? I think it's 5 per these, and what, maybe 12 per cottage? We'll find out momentarily. Yes, okay, it does house 12 peasants. Okie dokie. Don't forget, we can actually remove these unusable stones in the future, but we have to have a blacksmith first, and mine some iron, make some tools, yada yada yada, before we can get rid of those. Fortunately, we have quite a lot of space this time to build our kingdom out. So I think next episode we are going to quickly start with building up some walls, getting some archers, because even though I'm, you know, a little sad that we basically lost our last kingdom and had to start fresh, I'm very happy that the battles are not trivial anymore, because it seemed like at first it's like, okay, they come, they burn a farm or two, and take a couple people away, but then they leave, and our happiness is only down for, you know, a little bit. But that was pretty devastating, which means I'm gonna have to do a much better job at building up our defenses, so no over-expanding this time. I mean, you'd think I would have learned my lesson from playing games like Civilization. Too much expansion equals way too difficult to protect. But, alas, I forget things too often. And there goes a farm. That's okay. That's not too terrible. We'll just go ahead and build that guy back up there. Alright, but that is going to do it for this episode, boys and berries. Thanks a lot for joining me, and until next time, stay foxy.